going to have a little look at oil after work. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the overgrown child that is the Scruffy Trader. And did I do well at Christmas? There was a bit of a theme kicking off. I don't know what they think I like, but it just seems to be everything. Nah, I love science fiction, and I love the charts. And one thing that I've kind of come to realise, because I trade full time, I sometimes forget that people can't trade the way that I do, just through time constraints. And I've been doing some early morning trades, and I was asked this afternoon, which funny enough, I was out in the pub. Having a jolly time, because Winky and I were kind of having a bit of a break. And I said when I get home and one thing and another, I'll have a look at a market that you can trade. So that's what I'm going to do. And it appears to be oil. So a little bit of housekeeping before I pull the chart up. If you haven't been here before and you like all things trading, please consider subscribing. All comments are answered by myself personally. And also just be on the watch out for fake accounts on Twitter and Instagram claiming to be me. There's a number of them offering to sell you a course, signal services, or looking for investment. It's something I'll never do. And if you happen to come across it, please report it. It's these people are just the scum of the earth. Anyway, let's have a little look and we shall see what the chart has to offer. Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll to a degree. I've pre-marked this up. I've put some key areas that I'm interested in trading, which are the blue lines. These are sort of entry exit points, that sort of thing, and also a framework. Now I'm interested in this section here between these two black lines. Kind of identified that these are good levels, and start with the hourly, as you've seen me build up, and as you can see they're being clearly respected, blah blah blah. And then I've just put in a framework based on a few things that I look at to give me some idea of where I may potentially want to enter the market and where I want to draw some profit out of it. Now with this, as you can see, I have nothing running because I cleared all my trades this morning, which was all of the DAX. Okay, so now we're looking at this. So what is it that I'm interested in? Well, I want to short it. Why? Well, you can see it's pushed up. It's kind of still pushing up, but these are excessive, and then you've got two failures. So if they're failing, it's reasonable to assume that this level here might be holding, which means I can get some opportunity down to here. Very, very simple stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting some orders in on here. Now oil's a bit of a vicious beast at times, so you've got to be a bit careful with it. But I do think we have something to play with. And there we go, orders in. And what we're going to do is we're going to target this point here, just there. All right, now this is on the hourly. Now I'm going to drop this down to 5 minutes so you can see it dance that little bit cleaner. Now I'm happy to put another order above here and stage in a little bit up, but I'm hoping I don't have to. I would like this to be a one-hit wonder. In other words, just get in, grab the money, and then quit. And That way it's a bit safer. So why have I picked on this market? What is so interesting about this market? Well, it's currently 7:30, and it's one of the few markets that you can trade 24 hours a day. Now, with it, you've got to be, as I was saying, careful, because it moves so quick. As you can see, it's currently 50, 60 quid in profit as we speak. In fact, this might crack into target might crack it really quickly. In fact, it looks like it might. In fact, it's looking pretty darn good. Because all I want to do is get it to that point. That'll pay me about 100 quid, which will tip what I was doing today into over 200. I'd be more than happy. And when you're trading like this, guys, you've got to be a little bit mindful. I check the daily, check the 4 hour, I check the hourly, figured out where the levels are, put in optimum entry points and a reasonable exit point, and as you can see, it's basically the top of this is the entry and brushing the bottom of there is the exit. And if it pushes through, then it's down onto this. Okay, now there's a couple of things you can do. So you could pull that down and then take off some of your money, just like so. Right, so we've got that safe. Pull your stop in to there, just so that you still get a bit of money if it doesn't run fully into target. But this is pushing quite quickly. In fact, it's pushing really quickly, and I may well just kill it. Let's give this just a second, because this might be a really quick trade, guys. And here it comes. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that stop down onto the top of there, just so that it's going to pay us pretty much what it was originally targeted to. But I just want to see if it will slam down. If it doesn't, it's not a big thing, and ultimately this trade will have been 2 minutes. You know, we've already getting our 70 odd quid or whatever it is out of it. What have we got? 76. So we've got 76. That at 7:30. So from actually talking to you, it's only it's just turned 7:32. So in 2 minutes, this is done 100 quid. Fantastic. And it was a simple setup. Very, very easy. Although it is showing signs of a reversal to the upside. You can see that here. We'll just see if this will push down somewhat, because that's a bit of a worry. Come on, down you come, just a little bit, ever so. Is it gonna go? What we'll do is when it hits 30 quid, there we are, we look to get out. And why? That's it, done. That's the trade finished. I just wanted it to be kind of a rounded number. Am I worried about it going any further? Not particularly. Why have I got out? Because I do watch this screen, and that burst has pushed it right down that it could bounce at this point, and the indicator is telling me this could bounce, and that's not really what we're in it for. So very, very quick. It's been 2 minutes, 100 quid. Can't get any better than that, guys. So happy days. What we've done to the figures, there you go, 247 off simple trades. If you look at the other video I did today, you saw how I built that. This was done exactly the same way. Well, kind of. And it's paid me. So trading doesn't have to be as hard as you think. The hardest part is patience. And why is that? Because, well, I looked at this maybe an hour or so ago and it wasn't ready. So I just kept half an eye on it and I set a price alert on my phone. And once the price had moved its way up to a certain level, it told me. So I came up, switched the screens on, had a quick look to see if it was ready to go. Everything lined up between the two screens. Off we rock. So patience was key. Because ask yourself, how many times do you come to market and just think, I'm here, I might as well just pop a trade on, get some money out of it. It doesn't always work like that. You've got to trade at the right time, guys, and that's when the market is telling you to trade. Now you can do that through extreme volatility, you can do that through extremes of the market, in other words it's stretched massively away from a moving average or a VWAP. You can trade with a continuation if you can see momentum within it, but you've got to know. And just flick this back a second. There you are, it's starting to bounce now, which is what I was trying to avoid. So that's the other part. Just because you put a target in doesn't make you see you can't pull it. And if you see the signs are changing, just take your money. You can always re-enter if you think the market is going to continue to move. And all you're going to lose is the spread, as long as you know you're right. But if you think it's wrong and it's going to reverse back on itself, take your money. Because there's nothing worse than getting it so close to target and then turning around and buggering away off and giving all your profits back. Very, very simple. One of my rules is I try not to give 50% of my profit away. So if I have 50 quid, if I have 50 quid sitting in profit and it pulls back to 25, I'll take it out and I'll re-enter if it starts to move the other way, because I don't want to sit in it over and over. But what I'm basically doing is I have one trade set up. So I might be getting in up here and I am expecting it to get out there. Who's to say I can't profit from this on the way down? No one. And that's what I do. So there you go, very, very quick snippet, and it's really just to inspire you that you can do this around a day job, and also that you don't have to be a slave to the machine. You don't have to be in front of it all the time. Little alert on the phone came up and you've seen me trade for a couple of minutes and it's knocked out 100 quid. Simple as that, guys. So if you're interested in seeing how I do these sort of things, do consider looking at the Scruffy Squad, because I show those guys exactly how we do it and what to look for. And if you're stuck and just got a general query on your own trading, by all means email me. I answer every single one of them, and you'll find all those contact details in the description below, as well as a discount code off the 5%ers if you want to try a prop fund. Get 5% off the fees. And if you're looking for a good broker and you want some free education, look at BlackBull. And if you put some money into the account and trade a little bit, I'll give you some of my time free and put you on the right road. Can't be any fairer than that. Just giving a little bit of value to you. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.